The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
98.
A little late, but better late than never. It's time now for What Would Brady Do? Brought to you by our friends at Mo Money Pond. Indian School in 12th Street. Go on down there and pick out some beauties or get rid of some stuff you're not wanting anymore. All sorts of things you can do over there at Mo Money Pond. It is 12th Street and Indian School. We thank them for being friends. Brady, you ready?
Ready.
All right. After a holy month of holy everything, you should be all ready to go. Bathed in the afterbirth of our Savior, Brady. What flavor cake did you get Jesus this year?
It was a standard white icing. I think it was a yellow cake.
Oh. Do you devour that all on your own?
No.
Not just you by yourself, but just the family, or is there that's a big cake.
No, this
was a
was
birthday cake.
Yeah.
It's a little tiny circular one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yellow cake? Yellow's the worst of all cakes.
Oh, I like yellow with chocolate.
Don't mind it.
Traditional.
It's like fourth
Not
on
bad.
the list for me. I take velvet first. White cake I love.
Yeah.
Love white cake.
That's a good match, the red velvet, too,
Yeah.
with it, on Easter more so than...
Because of the blood?
Yeah.
Man, you're dark today.
Yeah.
Got a lot of issues. You need to see a therapist. You're all over the map here, man.
2018, it's a new Brady.
It is dark Brady. It is weird. Started the show with dead kids, and
You
now he's
could
eating
be right
Jesus'
on the red
blood
velvet
cake.
with the afterbirth, too, thing.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. Let's not do this. Just skip it. Let's just sit you in a corner until you figure out what you're up to.
If you're going to be that guy, then I got to be over here like
Yeah, you
preaching
gotta-
Jesus and stuff.
Well, by comparison, it's going to look like you are. This is demonic nonsense.
If we're switching personalities, then let me know.
You don't even
will
have
ya?
to move. He's gone so far beneath you. You look normal now.
Thanks.
I'm the compassionate, loving one.
It's going to ruin the dynamic.
Well, it'll be the same, but he's lost his mind. Something's going on here. Anyway, all right, Brady, here we go.
Let's do it.
My wife went back to work after being out for 3 years. I've been working 2 full-time jobs. I married her 4 years ago. I was just a single dad with 4 kids. Ugh. Since then, we have 2 of our own. Good Lord. Anyhow, she gets all done up for work, but never for me. I'm all concerned that she's all wrapped up in the sexual harassment deal at her new job with her boss. She still gets gussied up for work. He still works there, too, while this is going on. My head's all over the place. She says it's no big deal. What the hell do I do about this, John?
I think you're looking into it too much. I mean, she's going to go, she can't roll out of the house and go to work.
Right.
You're going to work. You're looking a little bit better than...
By the by, John, you're as fertile as they come. I would be dressing down for you, too.
6 kids.
The last thing I want around this guy is a hard-on coming at me. That's going to get you pregnant again. I'd be dressed in potato sacks and covered in my own filth every night to keep you from putting a baby in me. 6 kids.
4 that you had to...
Got married to her 4 years ago. He's been with her for 4 years total. They got 2 kids in that time. The guy brought 4 with him. You're like a rice field in Vietnam. You are fertile.
You're a little
my friend.
paranoid.
Yeah.
I think.
She just likes being dressed up around men who aren't putting babies in her.
Here's how you get her to dress up. Maybe take her out.
Don't. No, just take a break from her. You 2 are fine. Raise those 6 childrens. And, let's not be
Well, you can take her out, but go to, like, a buffet or something where you can't have sex afterwards.
Take her someplace gassy. Mexican food only for this family. I wouldn't dress up in front of you either. You're a killer. And the sexual harassment thing at work? Let that sort itself out. Her checks keep cashing. You don't have to work 2 jobs anymore. right?
Yeah.
Jesus, this guy.
Yeah, you need all the income you can
Exactly.
get. Don't rock that boat.
Yeah, Mike Brady was an architect and also worked at the Sonic at night on roller skates. It's like, 6 kids will make you have to work 2 jobs. This guy's listening in England. This guy's listening in Seattle. We'll get to those later. I like this one. Dear Brady, the holidays were awful. My girlfriend broke up with me on New Year's Day. She said she'd been thinking about it for a couple of months, and she was using New Year's Day as her fresh start.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Resolution.
She is gone, man, and I mean vapor. New phone number, I don't have it. Moved to a new apartment, I don't know where it is. I wasn't told any of the info. I don't know where or how to get a hold of her.
What is this guy's question?
I want my Christmas money back. I took her to San Diego.
Oh, it feels robbed.
For a weekend before Christmas. Got her a bunch of other stuff. She was incredibly grateful and then blindsides me on Jan 1. I spent about $2,000 and all I'm looking for is $1,000. I'll take half. I'm not loaded, but I actually had to save up for a special Christmas because I didn't see this coming. She was more than happy to take all my stuff and then tell me she's 2 months into a fresh start before she broke up with me. What do you think, Ryan?
Got to take your lumps on this one, Ryan.
You think so?
Learned your lesson.
Yeah,
because here's the other thing. The more you try to track her down, you're just going to stir it back up. You're not going to get over it. You need to.
It's going to be very dramatic.
It cost you $1,000 to not deal with her ever again.
You're not getting that money
You'll make
back.
it more expensive trying to chase that $1,000 of your time. And
you don't have a leg
effort.
to stand on either.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're trying to play on her emotion to say, at least give me half that back. You're just going to end up in a big fat fight.
Not worth it. Roll on.
I agree. I think Brady's right.
And next time,
don't buy her anything.
Yeah, don't be throwing presents at him right and left every 5 seconds.
That is brutal, though. When you thought everything's going great, you have a great week, Christmas week, you're in San Diego for a couple of days, you're firing presents back and forth, and she's just smiling. All the while, she's in a 2-month disconnect from you.
Yeah.
And then on January 1st, planned all along, by the way. That's where it really hurts. She basically told you, I just set the date up for January 1st. Just wanted to make it through the year because I've got some weird.
Hey, you're the guy.
He has the big plans. I'm not going to wreck this trip that he has planned. Or
no, she needed 2 months to get herself out. And plus, she had that. It's a fresh start because it's January 1st.
Think about all those guys out there that spend tons of money on a wedding and like all that stuff, and then the girl wants to get a divorce 6 months later.
Listen to those commercials that they do for the divorce lawyers. The guy's like. A lot of times, the guy doesn't even want the divorce, but it's not up to him. And then he's right. It's like sometimes the guy's like, wow, I'm just getting everything swiped, and I didn't even want to do this.
Be thankful it's only $1,000.
Yep. Yeah, actually, that's probably a good way to look at it.
Sure is.
Put that silver lining on it. It only cost you $1,000 to learn the lesson and kick that Looney Tunes out. And guess what? When things aren't working out for her come February, she'll call you. She'll find you again.
I don't know. That's pretty.
It does sound like she was escaping pretty heavily.
I think she's
got somebody else.
I think she's on her way.
But she also has Crazy Girl. That fresh start meant abandoning life. Usually girls like that run back to the old life when the new life doesn't work.
But hopefully you'll see it all of a sudden. If she does come back around, you'll now see the cuckoo. You're like, nope, not going back to that again.
Yeah, just don't deal with her anymore. $1,000 costs you more. Ask most guys, hey, if you could get out of this for $1,000, would you do it? What do you mean? We don't think it was a trick. It seems the price is too great. I tell Megan that all the time. I see those divorce $200 signs on the sides. I'm like, Megan, I'm completely happy, but these prices are so great. Why wouldn't we get divorced?
It's part of the anger stage. You're pissed off. It's like, that's not right. I want to get that back, but you gotta roll on, my friend.
I see that sign on those posts. Divorce, $200. I mean, that would be like you, Brady, driving by going, free pork. You don't even, and you got pork in your hand. You're like, I don't even want it. But this is too good to pass up. These deals are too good not to get divorced. Don't believe it. $1,000, that's a pretty good price.
Or record one that starts past bedtime. Because even a 24/7 fan's got to sleep sometime. Learn more at cox.com/sports.
Hey, guys, I listen to you every day from Seattle. So this is a question and so-called advice seeking from you. My boyfriend of almost 3 years has always, and I mean always, ignored me each time he and his friends are around each other. I've never stopped him from going out or talking to his buddies. Each time we talk about it, his response is, they've been there for me since my mom died. He was 12, and the mom died right in front of him. He's 22 now. It's been 10 years. During Thanksgiving and the holidays, his friends pulled me off to the side to told me how they noticed he's ignoring me. And my response was, I'm used to it. So my question is, from a guy's perspective, am I just stupid and need to get over this, or continually confront him about this? P.S. I've been drinking since noon when I wrote this, so sorry for any typos. I'm not a fat Linda / Becky's / whatever, or an ugly Jew. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Wow, that got anti-Semitic like real quick at the end. That's the drinking.
Well,
wow, lady. That was a normal letter until the last line.
I think there's a part of me that's saying eventually you'll have to address the fact that, voicing your opinion, saying, I feel like you ignore me when you're around your friends. Then you see what kind of reaction you get. Because if he, all of a sudden, if that's a deal breaker, then.
Right.
But talking about that is not a bad option.
I think, like when the friends came to her and said, we noticed he ignores you, maybe because she has confronted him and said, she asked him, and he said, it's just because they've always been there for me.
Yeah.
Maybe when the friends come over to say, hey, look, you guys here, maybe you could talk to him and say that you've noticed.
Maybe he's ashamed of you.
Yeah. Or maybe you are ugly. Because your language and your racism sure is.
He's ashamed of everything about you.
He's always on about the Jews. Why would you say that at the end of a nice little letter saying, I'm helpless and hopeless and I've got this problem with my boyfriend? You probably will embarrass him with some anti-Semitic Hitler comment.
He's just not proud to showcase you.
He's just not that into you.
Oh, my friends are here. She's going to start talking about Jews again.
Yeah, this is my girlfriend.
Hey, guys, nice to see you. My name's Becky. Don't you hate Jews? Oh, my God. Becky, kitchen. Let's get out of here, fellas.
Every guy has dated a girl that they don't really want to take around their friends.
A little embarrassed by.
And they're 22.
Oh, yeah, that's a wheelhouse for that.
That's a tough one to...
Yeah. He's 22. He doesn't...
He's like, this one's not worthy.
This one's not your forever. You're just a temporary fix right now. So, Seattle, go find yourself a nice guy. Seattle's loaded with, progressive young men who like to chat up ladies and take them on trains.
Someone will be proud of you.
Sure. Somewhere along the line. Clean up that whole racism thing. Don't be so open about it. I mean, that's the first time we've ever talked, technically, that lady's letter in me.
Uh-huh.
And she threw in a little anti-Semitism at the end for no reason. I'm not an ugly Jew is not the way you fire off the feel sorry for me letter.
I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah, me too. She's fun to bang, but that whole burn them in an oven thing gets to you after a while.
Maybe she just, all her jokes are like that too. She thinks they're jokes, and everybody just looks at her like, ugh.
Yeah, a little crusty.
She put some jabs in. I could see that.
She might hang out with the boys, try to be one of the boys.
Oh, after a couple of cocktails. It's
like when Walt Kowalski brought the mung into the barbershop. This is how men talk. What's up, Dago? And he tried to teach the guy when he tried it, it came across terrible. Maybe pull back on the hate, and then friends will be more.
Maybe one thing happened at one of the drinking, hang around the guys, and there's $100 bet you can take a dump out the window like a Chris Farley.
Oh, and she did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
She's throwing little ping pong balls with swastikas out of herself.
Trying to hit it off with the boys.
There's some shame going on here. Something happened.
There's a swastika involved. Anyway, good luck with that. I hope it all works out. Let's try this one here. No. Okay, here. Dear Brady, I know you're all Game of Thrones fans, so you can appreciate this. My girlfriend had no idea what to get me for Christmas, so she let me pick. We went to Barnes & Noble because while I got her a pricey new laptop, because I know she's strapped for cash, I wanted her to get me something fun and small, so I found the Game of Risk. Game of Thrones edition.
Oh, I saw that at the Barnes & Noble. It's sweet.
Yeah, I was ecstatic.
They have Monopoly, too, Game of Thrones edition.
She got it for me. It was $80, which is a pricey board game. It sat in the corner for a couple weeks. The first time I finally convinced her to play, she decided to have a bottle of wine. We're not 2 turns into the game when the wine ends up spilled all over the board. Wiping it up just removed a lot of ink from the board itself. It's still playable, but in my opinion, physical damage to this board on the first go just isn't kosher. She tried to blame it on me for ruining the board when I wiped it off, and we haven't said a word since. I'm sleeping on the couch, which is right about now.
Man,
he wrote this
escalated.
January 5th, so it's been a full week.
He was into that game board.
Yeah. Well,
that is rough. I mean,
it's not fair.
Just got it.
It's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Maybe his cleaning technique might have done something, but she's the one who spilled it.
Yeah. So I'm sleeping on the couch by choice with the dogs right now, as I write this.
By choice.
Yeah.
So he's like,
He's
screw
pissed
you,
at
I'm
her.
on the couch.
Seems to made it worse. Seems like it went on sale after Christmas and sold out everywhere anyway, even online, so I can't even exchange it. I found a third party for almost $200 because it's hard to find. Do I force her to replace my Christmas present, or do I rebuy it for myself at double the cost, throw the old one away in front of her, and tell her I'm sick of her crap and kick her out? What would you do, Def?
Man, that is escalating.
That's a tiny little thing that magnified for sure.
This guy who spent $1,000. You're leading down this path.
Jeez.
What should he do?
How much do you like this game? How much do you want the game? If if
It's
that's
not about
the
the
case,
game
then I would buy.
You have to be able to find that on
It's
Amazon.
not about the game anymore.
There's no way.
I know, but this is one of these points sometimes where the more that you're right, more it pushes her the other way.
All he wants is her to say, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
That's
And it's probably not going
Some girls will never do it.
Just won't. And she'll say, "I'm sorry you're so in love with that game," or "I'm sorry you wrecked your game."
because
That's
now
what
they
she'll be
see
saying.
that game is more important than them.
Right. She will not
It
apologize.
it just gets wacky.
Yeah, bad at apologizing. She's terrible at it. They apologize for why you're mad. They never say, "I'm sorry, I was wrong." They say, "I'm sorry, you're so mad." No, that's not really an apology then, is it? That's all the guy wants. You probably won't get it.
Even if you get it, the odds of both of you playing together again
Ain't happening.
won't happen.
Yeah, you lost $80. Skip it.
Yeah.
The game's not that great.
If you really like the chick, move on.
Right. Wait until March. It'll be back down to $80 again.
Pick your battles. If you don't like
Maybe
her,
she comes around.
Yeah, this sounds pretty awesome.
Gets a game. Gets
I was
another game.
so paranoid about my daughter, like being one of those girls of not apologizing,
Ugh.
that I have trained her.
To be
You
an
go
apologist.
say you're sorry.
Yeah.
You say you're sorry. So she says sorry like it's instant.
Now she's a submissive.
Now I'm like, oh crap, I may have
Now
taken
she's-
it too
Now
far
you
the
have
other
a
way.
Keisha.
Yeah, now you've got Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, like,
She's 50 Shades of Eric's kid.
may have screwed that one up. Parenting mistake.
You know what? It's better to screw him up that way.
You think so?
Yeah.
I guess I'll find out.
You'll find out whenever the guy comes with the whip, when P.T. Barnum's her boyfriend.
Wait, he's a song and dance man.
Well, he's not as gay as
Not
they're
anymore.
Not as gay as they're portraying.
Not anymore. That show's been shut down, and he still has all the whips.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely got his whips and you'll find him in the red room. Anyway, there you go. That's what Brady did. Apologies. Chicks are really bad at them. Guys are goofs. There's no doubt. I'm not saying we're good, but you're worse. Ladies, you're worse at it. There's nothing worse as a guy than hearing, "I'm sorry you screwed that whole thing up." Wow. Just take the heat. You spilled your wine. You spilled it. No matter who cleaned it up, you still did it. You're the bad guy.
How could you not say I'm sorry after
I don't
that?
know. I don't know.
You're really a bee. If
Yeah, she's mad at him for cleaning it up improperly. Not that it was spilled in the first place. The cleanup is the issue.
Because it's just when it's accidental. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's like a reflex, isn't it?
Again, it should
Yeah.
go
Oh,
back
I
to
spilled
him.
all over your board. I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
You're the one that did it.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing you need to know as a guy that, when it comes to cleaning, they are so much better than we are. They do all the
Yeah,
cleaning.
you let her clean it up. She's the one spilled it too.
Exactly. She should be apologizing that a man even started to clean that with a woman in the room.
Yep.
Eric, what would your daughter say in this situation?
Sorry.
Sorry, Erickson.
Sorry.
Sorry, Erickson.
Oh.
Oh, very sorry. It's 9:47.
She still wear those wood shoes, those blocks that you made her walk on?
White makeup. Yeah. She's good.
Takes her longer to get places, but that's all right.
Hey, you know what? She appreciates it more when she gets there, that's for sure. 'Cause then you get to unbind her feet. There you go. That is what Brady did, solving the world's problems and creating a little geisha over there in Chandler.
98.
Oh my God.
98.
Shut the front door.
UPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.